right, wishing you the best, okay? So remember that I am clairvoyant, okay? I'm a seer. I'm also claircognizant, which means you just know. So, welcome to an incredible new year. Hope you really got up and possibly did something and didn't party too much at night. If you did, then it's a rest day. But if you didn't and you went to sleep early or whatever, or you didn't drink, or you're okay. All right, walking 20 minutes is a mile. It's an incredible way to receive the new year. I sense that there's going to be huge prosperity, great health. I also feel that there's going to be like huge expansion with like work or business, okay? If you've been struggling in terms of financial or in health, that's really going to improve. Excuse me. I think you're going to be drinking a lot more water. I also think that, you're going to buckle down a lot, like to get stuff done. Maybe, tidying up the loose ends. I think you've worked a lot to get to a position where you've manifested or prayed or done spell work or whatever it is that you've done. And I think that that's really going to come to fruition. There was something really important that was significant and I forgot right now, but I'll remember, okay? Because that's the way I work. So uncharted sea, so that's going with the flow, divinely guided, huge wheel of fortune, so huge prosperity coming in, huge fortune coming in. This is also moving, like if you live in the west, you're going to move to the east, whether it be the east coast or whether it be just in your neighborhood or cross country or like in your state, okay? I think you're being divinely guided. This can also be an ending of a cycle, which was very tumultuous. I think that's the word. I always say that word kind of weird, but I think that things are really going to even out and flow much better. This is also, if somebody wanting to get pregnant, then you're going to get pregnant. This is also giving birth, so you're probably close to giving birth as well. This is also new beginnings in terms of venture as well. And then beautiful and caging. I think that there's been a lot of things that have held you back, and I think that they're not going to hold you back anymore. You're going to find the key to self. It's not a person, okay? It's about you feeling okay with yourself and you understanding that you're worth so much more. Oh, that's what I was going to say. This year, okay, is about giving yourself, if not the same, much more than you give other people. This is about truly investing in yourself and you being priority of yourself. I think that most of my viewers really give a lot of themselves and they get depleted. But also, I think people start taking you for granted. And it's not about, being taken for granted that maybe the other people know or maybe they don't, but because you give so much, it's sort of expected and there's sort of some sort of entitlement. And I think that you're going to really, bring back your energy in order to be able to give it to yourself, in order to invest in yourself. Stop investing in other people where you help them succeed and grow when you are depleting your energies, and you could put that energy to yourself, okay? Sort of what I tell my students. Studying is a full-time job and people don't realize how much time is there. And there's this little, like worksheet or homework that they have to do where they sort of have to put how many hours they're taking per term, and then it's multiplied like by 3 or something like that, okay? It's this little formula. The bottom line is that it comes down to like 40 hours a week, all right? And so when people realize that, to be a very elite student or to be elite in anything or to have victory or success in anything, it's time, energy, and effort. And that's what you need to put into yourself in order to reach that. So sometimes we minimize it or we don't realize how much time is needed, but there needs to be put in a lot of time. And as I tell my students, money is the easiest thing to pay. If you have to pay something and you can get something back, pay it off, right? You pay it, not pay it off. You pay it. Sometimes it's not worth paying off like a loan or whatever, but we'll get to that later. So you pay it. The other thing is energy and time. Energy and time you don't get back ever. So it doesn't matter if you make millions and millions of dollars. If you've wasted time, if you've wasted energy, you can't get that back. Okay, so energy and time is the most crucial and most precious thing that you will have. So use it wisely and make sure that you really take care of it. Okay, so huge on caging, powerful move. Absolutely. Like there's two keyholes here. So you're really uncaging like your heart and love, but also huge, powerful moves for prosperity, for good health, for good energy, for good love, for good uncaging of like mind, body, and spirit, and fully being balanced. There's something huge that's going to be here that you're just going to do like a checkmate, that you're going to do this incredible move that's going to be very, very, very prosperous for you, okay? Unbelievable. You might also get a new house, or you might also get like a new car, okay, or a trailer for whatever reason, or something that opens something up, okay? Tender embrace. This is about embracing self and you being tender with yourself. Everything that you've been good to and everybody that you've been okay with and nice, I think you're going to start doing it to yourself. Why wouldn't you? You know, we have enough haters in our life to hate on oneself. So you do you, and you embrace yourself, and you know, you be your biggest cheerleader, y tú date tus porras, like you give your own cheers to yourself, is the way it is in Spanish, okay? And this is about, you know, doing your makeup, right? Or if you don't do makeup, that's fine, you know, bathing, doing your hair, doing things that make you feel okay and make you feel loved and make you feel special, because you are. And life is about you, and it's about expansion of self, okay? Yeah, a wish upon a star. I mean, there is something that's coming that's going to be absolutely beautiful, and you know, it's going to be fairy tale. And I think some of you are going to have like a little girl that's going to be absolutely beautiful, and she's going to be like blonde, possibly blue-eyed, and I think you've been wishing for her, okay? So someone's coming. It could also be a boy. They're going to be so beautiful. And then ears wide open. So absolutely, right? You're going to be hearing things. Possibly a clairaudience is going to be very significant for you. So I think you're really opening up your ears, your ears, in order to live your years incredibly well, okay? Time machine. I think you're going to speed up things. I think, you know, I do believe in portals, and I do believe in you know, as they say, you know, time is relative, as Einstein, and it's so hard to understand. But anyway, even if you've studied it or not, but it's relative. Time is relative to what you're living, and I think things are really going to open up. And I think that this one, I had never noticed these numbers here. So 2, 3, 4. So I think like by February, March, and April, things are going to open up incredibly well, okay? You can have a lot of collaboration, and you're going to go through like this incredible, that's confirmation, okay? You're going to go through this incredible like portal in time, okay? And then close encounters, yeah, I think you've left everything that has caged you. I think you've left that behind. And I think that if you've been like maybe you know, depressed, I think that you're going to really leave that part of your life behind. I think you're going to find people that are going to be very much alike, and you're going to have really you're going to be in, you know, finding your community that are like-minded, okay? I think that you're going to have really like 4 good friends that are going to be really, really good, and that's birds of a feather flock together. And then grateful. I think you're just going to be so not overwhelmed, so satisfied, so fulfilled with first the joy and the happiness that you're going to get, but also with the love that you have for yourself, and that's going to attract other people that are going to be very loving. Life is not about intimacy and sex and finding your partner. Life is about love, but there's all types of love. There's first and foremost self-love, because if you don't have self-love, how is it that you could even go through this life, right? You need to respect yourself. The other is like there's familial love. You love your siblings, your parents, or maybe not, but maybe you have people like that you love, okay? Maybe you have colleagues that you love, or good friendships that you love. You know, there is the intimacy love, and that's absolutely beautiful, but you don't live on that alone. You live on communities. You live on sharing experiences, okay, with a multitude and a different type of community, you know, and it's okay for that. So it's about really feeling an expansion of true love in order to fulfill your journey and your destiny in life, which is about love, but first and foremost, loving yourself. It's not about chasing someone. It's not about finding your soulmate. If you're lucky enough to find your soulmate, great. But but that's not really what life is about. I think life is about is expanding. As I have mentioned before, life is school, okay? School is not life. So life gives us the ability to learn what we need to learn in order to expand, within the human experience, for our soul to elevate and for us to see the magnificence of who we are as a human being. And that's what the expansion of this lifetime is about. And hopefully, whether you believe it or not, if you don't believe in reincarnation, well, you've grown to your fullest potential. But if you believe in reincarnation, most definitely reincarnating into another life, right, that will be so much more fulfilling because of the work that you did prior. So I hope this helped. Love and light. Enjoy this day. And it is truly a blessing to be able to be alive, right? And be able to be given a whole year, hopefully, or at least for this moment in time, a whole day, or, this moment in time as an expansion of self. Love and light. Ciao.